What's up, guys? It's JMS80, and today I'm bringing you some Domination on firing range. And today's gameplay is a very exciting one at that, as it's a very, well, not a close game for the first portion of it, but towards the end it really goes down to the wire. The reason why you come in kind of in the middle, well, not really in the middle of it, the first about maybe 10 or 15 seconds at the beginning of the game got cut out because of a host migration, but luckily I was able to get the rest of the gameplay itself. But anyway, this is a little bit of a deviation from my usual AK-47 class, as in I switched out my extended mags for a noob tube, and the reason being is that before this match, the other team, they were just completely annoying me and really just giving me a headache. So you know what? I was just like, I'm going to be annoying this next game. I'm gonna get out my noob tubes and my RPGs, and I'm just gonna piss people off. I don't know if any of you ever get into that mood where you're getting angry at the game and you're just like, you know what? I want to piss some people off. That will make me feel better this next game. And it just so happens, I mean, I really don't even I don't even use the noob tubes hardly at all, and my RPGs barely get used. I used it just then a few moments ago when I was trying to get a guy off beef. Like, I really didn't even need to do that. I really could have just peeked over and just shot him, but I guess, you know, for the fun of it, I wanted to get him. But anyway, I'm using my standard setup, of course, like Scavenger Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Ninja. And my kill streak loadout for this game is, what is it? Oh yeah, it's Napalm Strike, Blackbird, and the Chopper Gunner. And the reason why I'm using Chopper Gunner instead of the Attack Dogs is that these guys, they were actually quite good. Against I used the Attack Dogs the match before, but for some reason it's just they hunkered down and still were able to defend pretty well. So, and actually one of my other friends in the previous game, I believe he got a Chopper Gunner, managed to do some damage with it. But for some reason they're good against dogs, but not against shooting down kill streaks quickly enough. But even though they do shoot, I do get 2 Chopper Gunners in this game. My first one goes down pretty quickly, but not the second one. But anyway, yeah, these are the games that I love, though. These are the games that make me, I can't say love Black Ops, but it helps me tolerate it. Close games like this, these are fun for me. Really close games, and just completely own it. Well, not really owning people to a certain degree, but doing well. I mean, because if an enemy team just completely lays down, it takes all the fun out of it. There is nothing fun about an enemy team completely laying down. And right here, I think that's one of the other things I really disagree with in this game about one of the kill streaks is that the rolling thunder, or whatever you want to call it, you know, it can actually kill people that are already inside of buildings, which I believe is kind of dumb. And even then, it doesn't really even do that all the time. I've noticed every time that I've gotten one, and as I speed up the Chopper Gunner here, but every time that I've gotten one, it doesn't work out that way for me. It never kills anybody inside, but yet when I'm on the other end of it, if I'm inside a building somewhere, it always seems to find me somehow. I don't know, it's just something a little interesting. And right here, we're actually, believe it or not, this game does get really close, but even though we are dominating right here, they actually flipped the script on us, and it's actually quite easy to do so. And it also doesn't help that somebody on their team was kill whoring, for example. I think I get killed by him right here. Yep, that is the guy. He's running around with his little Ghost Pro and being very cautious, which I can't blame him. I mean, I start to play that out a little bit later on in the game, and it actually helps us get the win. But as you can see right here, we are, I think, yep, they just get B as I try to throw my nade over in vain. Oh, lordy, but anyway, I don't know about you guys though, but I've been like I said before, I'm having to find ways to make myself want to play Black Ops these days. Just because that it's not that much fun anymore. There's really nothing fun to it for the most part. I'm either having to use like unorthodox classes, or you know, things like this, like noob tubing and RPGs and things like that. You know, it's not really too much fun for me, and I really wish that I still had my Modern Warfare 2 disc and that it wasn't broken. Oh, and the reason why you see me kill myself right here is because the enemy team called in a chopper gunner, and I wanted to switch over to my ghost class or my anti-air support class, whatever you want to call it, and wanted to take it out. But yeah, I found myself having to use unorthodox classes just to keep myself interested in this game, for the most part. And really, it's just a bummer having to do that, man. I mean, that's why I was saying I wish I had my Modern Warfare 2 disc still. I wish, you know, it was oh, excuse me, that it wasn't broken. And I actually wish I would have asked, because one of my buddies back home, he just recently got rid of his 360 for some reason. I don't know why he did it, but he did. And I know he had Modern Warfare 2, and I was going to ask him if he got rid of that or not and see if he didn't mind, you know, letting me have that since he didn't have his 360 at the moment. And so, I wish I remembered to do that, because I would have, man, I would have loved to have been on some Modern Warfare 2. It is so much fun. I am missing it like crazy right now. And the funny thing is, a lot of people are missing it like crazy right now and going back to it because of Black Ops. And I don't blame them, because, I mean, Modern Warfare 2, it is a fun game. I mean, yeah, there aren't as many flaws as there are in Black Ops. At least, you know, I mean, of course, the major obvious ones are like, you know, the noob tube, one-man army, and things like that. But I've already talked about that. You never really ran into that all the time. It really didn't make or break your experience. It was just something for people to bitch about. And that's honestly how I believe it was. Everybody's going to hate on a game to a certain degree. There's going to be something wrong with a game. It just depends on to the degree with which what people take off and run with that bitching that they're starting. And honestly, they did it, you know, a lot more than they should have for Black Ops, because ultimately it was a fun game. I didn't have a lot of problems with it. I mean, of course, I got angry at the noob tubing one-man army people and stuff like that. They constantly did it every single game. Like, if I came into a lobby and there were a couple of people doing it and they did it every single game, of course that pissed me off. It made me angry. You know, it made me want to back out of that lobby because it wasn't fun at that point. But it wasn't like so bad that I was running into them every single game. You know, you would run into them, but it wouldn't be all the time. It wouldn't be every single game. You wouldn't run into an entire team of the people. I mean, if that was the case, then nobody would have played Modern Warfare 2, or everybody would have been tubing like crazy, and just, it would have been dumb. It would have been insane. But, you know, that wasn't the case, though. But, you know, like in Black Ops, though, you'll run into, like, an entire team of ghosting retards, and, you know, with their Ghost Pro and other dual mags and silencers and things like that, and it's just, that gets more annoying than those noob tubing, than Commando even. Man, I miss Modern Warfare 2. I'm gonna play it as soon as I get it again. Oh my god. You guys gotta let me know if you would like to see some footage of that. If you would like to see some Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer gameplay, you know, when I do get my disc, get another disc, or I'm thinking of actually just downloading off Xbox Live. It's on in-game, it's on Games on Demand right now, so I'm actually thinking about doing that. I'm just getting it on Games on Demand, so that way I just have it downloaded straight to my 360, and won't have to worry about the disc for that anymore. So let me know if you guys would actually like to see that. I know that I'm really wanting to play it. There's at least 2 or 3 people on my friends list right now that I've seen they've been getting on Modern Warfare 2, so I could probably get a pretty good party together. You know, get some people on there playing. Oh man, but and that's another thing too about Black Ops that really got me away from it. It's just the pace of the game. I mean, honestly, go into it, like, compare the games, like when you played Modern Warfare 2, because I know pretty much everybody that plays Black Ops has played Modern Warfare 2. Compare those games, compare the speed of them, compare how long they last. I guarantee you, the Modern Warfare 2 games, they're a lot faster, they're a lot more interesting, they're over with quicker. The Black Ops games, I guarantee you, they're more boring, they last longer, and they pretty much just lose interest. It doesn't take long to lose interest in those games, because because some of these maps, it doesn't help that some of these maps are so completely retardedly large that it uberly takes away from it and makes it even longer. I mean, this game is slow paced enough as it is. And pretty much for the most part is to even to get an exciting game most of the time, you have to get on a map that is that either kill streaks can really do work on, or it has to be a smaller map like this right here, for example. And that's how it shouldn't have to be. Pretty on Modern Warfare 2, the action was non-stop. Didn't matter what map it was, where it was, what kill streaks, didn't matter. But anyway, guys, this is my last chopper gunner here, and the reason why I called it in right away instead of heading right out is because we were starting, the rest of my teammates were pretty much rushing B and C just to try to get something, and I knew if I went up in the chopper gunner I could easily help them defend these certain areas, and which was a good thing that I did, because I actually do. I hold off the enemy team, and right there my teammate with his dying breath dives on the B flag for the victory. 201 to 198, a very close nail biter, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, but let me know though, would you guys like to see some Modern Warfare 2? If you would, I'm going to try to make that happen. But anyway, guys, hope you have a great day. See you tomorrow. Peace.